Okay, it's another time again. Your boy, Scat from the Cat TV show. And at this moment, I'm with a very interesting episode you want to hear. First, I want to let you know I'm a son of a slave. I was brought in Jamaica by our colonizer, the British. As you see me, I'm from Ghana, the motherland, which is Africa. 54 countries made of one continent, Africa. I'm proud to be an African, never change. But I'm very disturbed from the past few days what is taking place in South Africa, which is one of the countries of Africa. Xenophobia. No, not xenophobia. It's self-hate. My topic for today, what I will discuss is self-hate, not xenophobia. But what is taking place in South Africa? If I can put you back, straight back. Our great Nelson Mandela, when the prison for 20 hard years, came out and be a president. Was so proud. The freedom fight he fights. The freedom struggle that he gets from President Botha at that time to free South Africans so they can be one. But let's take you something interesting. South Africans, you forgot about your national anthem, what it said. Was comprised of 5 languages from Zulu to the English language. Now I will read for you in the English language what it's all about. And it said first, Lord bless Africa. May her glory be lifted high. Hear our petition. Lord bless us, your children. Lord bless Africa. Wow. Lord, we ask you to protect our nation. Intervene and end all conflict. Protect us, protect us. Protect our nation. Protect South Africa. Ringing out from our blue heavens, from our deep seas breaking round, our everlasting mountains, where the echoing crags resound, sound like the call to come together and united. We shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land. My fellow Africans, I'm very disturbed and grieved. Why are we hating each other? Just because I'm from Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Morocco, Nigeria, Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, Tanzania, Rwanda, Botswana, Namibia. Guess what? We are all Africans. Why are we allowing this bitterness against each other? We need no border. We need no visa, no passport to enter into any one of these countries. We are African. We need to be one. If we do not know our history or where we're coming from, we are like a tree without a root. It's time to wake up, a brother. Stop your self-hate. Stop killing your black brothers. And for you South Africans, same way in my country, Jamaica here, where you brought me in the slave ship, my fourth parents. A lot of us here are very lazy. We don't want to work. So when others come in and fill a business and employ some of us, we don't want to come to work. Or when we get paid, we don't come. No. We love our Nigerian brothers, our Zimbabwean brothers, our Tanzanian, Angolan brothers, Rwandan brothers. We are one Africa. One Africa. We want to see unite Africa. Stop killing, stop the hating, man. Stop all this animosity against each other. Don't let the colonizers celebrate again. Don't let them have victory of us again, man. It's time for us to wake up. Look at my skin. I'm proud of this skin. Listen, I'm going to show you few clips. And one from the President, Cyril of South Africa, and one from one of the opposition leader, Julius Malema. I want you to decide for yourself, which one of the Africa do you want? Conflict or unite? Segregation or unite? I want to salute to all my great friends from Africa, especially in South Africa, my nature, even keep that man Dasha, and all of those friends I have over there, and everyone from Soweto to Johannesburg, from Nigeria to Kenya to Zimbabwe to Mozambique to Rwanda to Egypt to Morocco. You're all my African brother. To Gambia, you're all my African brother. We are one. And when you watch these clips and see what's taking place in South Africa, we want it to end now. Be one Africa. Love your brothers. Be unite. Civilization beginning and our continent. We are not a country, we are a continent. Let's start here again. Check out these clips after this advertisement. And thank you for watching, man. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. This is your boy Cat again from the Cat TV show. Bear with me, the length of the clip. Just support it, man. Your boy again, Cat, from the Cat TV show. I'm pleased. I love my African brothers. Let's stand with Africa. Let's stand. Black brothers and sisters, my love for you. Shout out. Watch the clip.
Xenophobia violence seems to be spreading among foreign nationals here. In Germiston, east of Johannesburg, most shopkeepers from countries like Ethiopia, Somalia, and other parts of Africa have closed their businesses in anticipation of looting.
As you can see here, the police are protecting properties, businesses, shops that belong to African migrants. They said that they were attacked last night precisely because they are not South Africans.
I'm worried, I'm scared. I know how to protect myself because most of us here, we are citizens already.
At least 5 people were killed, including 2 South Africans, since the violence began last week. Locals who are behind the rioting have said foreign nationals are taking their jobs and opportunities. In the eastern coastal city of Durban, a march began by some 10,000 South Africans who are calling for an end to the attacks. The Chatsworth sports field south of Durban has been turned into a makeshift refugee camp. Here you will find families from Zimbabwe, Malawi, Mozambique, and many others from the rest of Africa. They told us that they escaped with the meager belongings they could salvage when the looters came.
If they take us back to our countries, maybe it's going to get better because we end up dying here.
I think South Africa is a bad country because they're killing us for no reason.
What is happening in our country is not acceptable.
President Jacob Zuma has been on national television condemning the senseless violence, and he's expected to address Parliament on the current situation. In 2008, at least 62 people died after the same chaos swept the country. Milton Nkosi, BBC News, Johannesburg.
And everybody just arrives in our townships and rural areas and set up businesses without licenses and permits. We are going to bring this to an end. And those who are operating illegally, wherever they come from, must now know.
A warning shot fired by number 1. And in Mpumalanga, foot soldiers have embraced the command.
The police, Firstman police, they come in the back. They say you must close the shop. I did close. After that, they came after 2-3 days, came up the backside, and then they took our stuff, everything. And then we was outside, me and my brother, and then they beat us, then they put police station.
The Emalahleni municipality insists it's rightly enforcing bylaws. Despite evidence seemingly proving otherwise, the municipality denies it arbitrarily confiscates stock belonging specifically to foreign nationals.
That information is wrong. The stock that we've confiscated is the stock only that has expired.
The High Court has now ordered the police and the municipality to stop the operation. The court also wants police watchdog IPID to investigate allegations of harassment, theft, and incitement of xenophobic violence made against police.
They are making fish and chips in those garages.
Police say they will challenge the court order.
Because we believe that we have been operating within the framework of the law. So we don't want to be intimidated. Look, we are mandated in terms of the constitution of this country to make sure that we fight crime and we make all the streets safe so that people must and feel safe.
Some in the community aren't happy with the police raids.
And our private basiza nabo bobrabaningi ayisaliphela vele sihlaleni sonke sincela ngisho babafakile angaba yinto khona yiba babafakile babakhiphelani manje asiphileni sonke nje.
Now that one commitment of Ramaphosa's election campaign appears to be taking shape, at least in this township, the question is, will it be sustained beyond election day? Molo Kumoloto, Vosman, Mpumalanga.
Leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters, Julius Malema, has again called for the collapsing of borders in Africa. Malema was speaking at the party's 6th birthday anniversary celebrations in Mpumalanga this afternoon.
Comrades, this continent of Africa must be one. I hear you saying, he says, the borders must be open. The borders must be opened. Because borders are opened for white people. When there is a white person from Mozambique who can't even speak English, you welcome them. When there is a brother from Mozambique into Nelspruit, you call them names. Yet you don't call white people names. There is no Mozambique here. There is no Swaziland here. There is no Lesotho here. There is no Botswana here. Zambia or Namibia. There is no Zimbabwe. There is Africa, the continent of our ancestors. We were divided. We were divided by the colonizers. What type of a student activist are you? What type of a ground force are you? You say, I don't want colonialism. We want decolonization. Yet you are supporting colonial borders in Africa. We don't want anything that looks like colonialism. We want to be one thing with our sisters in Tanzania, in Nigeria, in Egypt, in DRC, in Sudan, in South Sudan, everywhere else in Africa. We don't want passport, we don't want visa, we must move free of charge. We are one thing. This continent is one. I am a Zimbabwean, I am a Nigerian, I am a Tanzanian, because African brothers everywhere where we are victims of racism and colonialism. They don't care whether you come from Mozambique or South Africa. You are black, they hate you. The best we can do, solidarity amongst Africans. Let us hold each other's hands. Let us protect each other against colonialism. I saw a video of some police harassing a Nigerian in Sandton. I want to say to to my Nigerian brothers and sisters, those police do not represent us, and they do not represent the South African police services. Those police, they must be dealt with, they must be disciplined for harassing a person simply because this person is a Nigerian. It must come to an end. Some fool is going to say, but these Nigerians are committing crime. Fine. If Nigerians are committing crime, a lot of them are in Hillbrow. Why are the soldiers not in Hillbrow but in Cape Town among South Africans? There are no soldiers on Nigerians. There are no soldiers on Mozambicans. There are soldiers on South Africans themselves, because crime is committed by us. We are the ones who are selling drugs to our own people. We are the ones who are beating up our own women. We are the ones who are killing each other. And then you hide behind the Nigerians. Stop being cowards. Take responsibility. Stop crime. When Nigerians come here to commit crime and they do not find us as criminals, it will not be conducive for them to do crime where crime is not happening. It starts with you. Stop crime. Stop hiding criminals if you want a peaceful South Africa. Zimbabwe, please find a solution. The economy of Zimbabwe is worrying all of us. Please find a permanent solution. Ramaphosa, we ask you to help our brothers in Zimbabwe. Their problem is our problem. Because when we had problem with apartheid, they received us in their country. They helped us. It is our turn to return the favor. DRC, we can see what they are doing there. They want those beautiful minerals of DRC. They are destabilizing it. They are making you African brothers fight amongst yourselves, including making it difficult for the president to appoint his cabinet. DRC, African leaders, come together. We want a stable DRC. We want a DRC that works. We want a DRC that owns its minerals. We want a DRC that will use the proceeds of those minerals to benefit the people of DRC. Sudan, there is no army that can preside over civilians. We don't have a problem with the intervention of the army. Let it not last for more than a year. We want elections in Sudan. We want civilians to choose a government of their own. South Sudan, don't be threatened by opposition. Embrace opposition. South Africa, ready yourself to go to South Sudan. Let us go and help them to build that new country. Let us help them to stand on their own so that we can be proud that a country was formed during our time and we helped to establish that country and make it stable. Cuba and all those who are threatened by the USA, please do not succumb to imperialism. Do not succumb to colonialism. Venezuela, we are with you. Cuba, we are with you. Russia, continue showing America a middle finger so that you can put it at its rightful place. They must stop thinking they can bully the world forever and ever. It will never happen. We want the world that is characterized by democracy and respect for human rights.